Hi, I'm Doug from the product team here at Sophos, and today we're going to be taking a tour of the wireless dashboard in Sophos Central. As you can see here, our wireless dashboard has four main sections. From here, we have just about all the information we need to see the health and status of our network. Let's take a look at the network security panel first. This has three tabs. Access points is pretty self-explanatory. This shows our access points and whether they're online, offline, or if something still needs to be configured. In this case, we have a total of 5 access points, 4 of which are online and in a good health state, and 1 that's currently offline. Now we could click this details link up here or the more details link here to be taken to the access points section of Sophos Wireless in order to take a closer look at our APs. Now under the Threats tab, we can see how many networks are currently visible to our access points and of those which we should be concerned about. We can see here that we've got a handful of networks that we've actually sanctioned via Sophos Central. We've also got a bunch of nearby networks that don't pose any specific threat. But we can see these orange and red slices here that represent SSIDs that might be trying to impersonate one of our legitimate SSIDs, or even a rogue access point that's been set up to broadcast from inside our organization. And then the security heartbeat tab here. This will be relevant to us if we're using APX series access points. What this shows is any Sophos Central managed endpoints or mobile devices that are connected to our network via an APX series access point. If that connection has been established, those endpoints and mobile devices can then self-report their health statuses here in this tab. So, a device with a red heartbeat would be considered a client at risk. One with an orange heartbeat would be something to investigate. A missing heartbeat means that a device that once had a heartbeat is no longer reporting back in. And then the last two here, the green and the gray, are represented over here on the left. We have just 2 clients connected to the APX. One has a healthy green heartbeat. And then no security heartbeat generally means that something's connected to your access point that can't have a heartbeat at all. Again, we can click on the more details link here to take a closer look. In the alerts panel, we would see any issues with our access points. Thankfully, we're looking good right now. If an access point went offline, it would show up here. Down here we have our client overview, which shows how many clients are currently connected to our network and whether or not they have a good connection. We can see here that most of our connected clients have strong connections, with the exception of one client that's experiencing poor signal quality. We can switch between the 24-hour view and the 7-day view to try to spot any patterns or anomalies. And finally, let's take a look at usage insight. This shows us how much traffic and data is being used by our access points. Again, we've got a 24-hour view and a 7-day view, and from each, we can drill down a bit to see the types of traffic and data that are being consumed at various points throughout the day and where that traffic was coming from. So that's a quick look at the wireless dashboard. It's a good overview of general Wi-Fi network health and any issues to be resolved before we go off and explore the rest of Sophos Wireless.